Today I'm going to be showing you battery parallel and series connections, why you might want to do one or the other, or both. Welcome to DIY Volts. I'm Seth. I have 4 lithium iron phosphate batteries. They're all 12.8 nominal voltage at 100 amp hours. Now all these batteries were purchased at the same time. They all have the same voltage on them and they have the same BMS as well because they are from the same company. That's actually pretty important when you combine these lithium iron phosphate batteries together. So what I want to show today is what happens if you put these in parallel versus in series or a combination of the two. So let's get started. There are 2 main ways of connecting batteries together, parallel and series. Whenever you connect batteries in series, you go from the positive of one battery to the negative of the next, positive, negative, until you get to the end. The voltages will compile or add as you go along. So if you start with one 12-volt battery and you add a second in series, it's going to be a 24 volt, and then you add another one, 36, another 48, until you get to the end. So most battery systems that I know of are not going to go above 60 volts, but the majority of people are going to use inverters that go up to 48, and so 4 batteries of this style in series to make that 48. So the voltage adds, but the amp hours will stay the same. So this is a 100 amp hour battery. So if I have 4 of them in series, it will be a 48 volt battery at 100 amp hours. On the other hand, if you connect batteries in parallel, you're connecting all of the positives together, all of the negatives together, and you will have a battery with the same voltage, so in this case 12.8 volts. However, the amp hours will increase or add on top of each other. So 100 amp hour, 200, 300, 400. So that's a way to get more amp hours out of the same voltage. So let me demonstrate these real quick by hooking these up in those configurations. To begin this series connection, I've got the batteries lined up here. I've got a positive negative, I've got a positive negative, and then a positive negative. So that's the order that I'm going to get these connected. Let's start here with these. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you have your cables sized correctly. In this case, I am simply just doing this for demonstration purposes. And so my cables are too long and they may not be the correct gauge here for sending this amount of amperage through them. Now, if we were to test between this point and this point, we should see 24 volts. Each battery is 13.25 volts, so we have 26.51 volts. That is correct. I'm going to connect these positive and negative together over here. Now, although 36 volt systems do exist, they're not very common, and so I'm going to skip showing you the voltage test on that and move straight to the 48, which means I'm going to connect these last 2 batteries together, and then we will see the overall voltage. Measuring from this point right here to this point right here, we should have a 48 volt battery. And there we go, 53 volts across this 4 batteries in series. If you were to take a 48 volt inverter and connect from the positive and the negative, that inverter would see the 48 volt nominal voltage battery here, and it would use 100 amp hours at 48 volts. So that is a series connection. Let's go ahead and demonstrate the parallel connection. Now, to demonstrate a parallel connection, you'll notice that I have all of the positives lined up, all of the negatives lined up, and I've done that so that they are easy access. Essentially, I want to make this whole row 1 point electrically, and this whole row 1 point electrically. Now, I'm just going to be connecting cables between these, but if you have a bus bar, you could take each of these negatives, each of these positives to its own bus bar, and it would have basically 1 point that you can attach to. So what I want to do first is I've got red cables and black cables. So I'm going to connect these together. When you do this, you definitely don't want to go red to black because that would cause a short. Now at this point, I have these two positives, these two negatives connected together. So I now still have a 12.8 volt battery, but it is 200 amp hours. So between these, it has doubled the amount of amp hours output. So if I now take an additional cable, of course I'll have to, whoops. And this is where the benefit of having that bus bar would come into play. So that instead of having to double up, you just have each one with its own single wire going to that bus bar. Some of these 4-gauge cables are a bit too fat to fit in here, so I'm going to stop at this right here. Now there is one more type of connection that we can do, and that is combining the parallel and series connections together. So I've got my 4 batteries set up here, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. What I'm going to do is connect the positive and negative on both this side and this side, and that will make a 2 battery in series for 24 volts, 100 amp hours. Then I'm going to connect the negative, negative, positive, positive, and that will mean I have a 24 volt battery at 200 amp hours. So let me demonstrate that real quick. I'm going to connect these two over here together to essentially make these 2 batteries in series. "24-volt battery. Another 24-volt battery. Now I'm going to connect these 2 here in parallel, making sure not to touch positive and negative to each other at any point. Now with this configuration, I've got a 24-volt battery, 24-volt battery combined together to make 200 amp hours. So if I were to use this battery, I would tap onto either here and here or here and here to my inverter or charge controller, and that's what I would do. So once again, these connections could go to a bus bar to make this setup a little easier. So now if we measure between, say, these 2 points, we should see 24 volts, and we'll just know that it's 200 amp hour. And there we have it. That's the basics of putting batteries in series and in parallel, and then the combination of the 2. Now be sure to check your battery documentation whenever you are doing parallel and series. This particular battery brand says they can do 4 in series, 4 in parallel, for a total of a 51 volt battery at 400 amp hours. So you can put a good many of these together to make a nice, big, and high voltage battery. I'm Seth with the DIY Volts channel, and I will see you in the next video.